The other point that I have that I disagree
Last
with you
point,
on,
we gotta go.
really disagree with you on the mass incarceration piece, right? Blacks, we do more crime, and I like to say
lot
Negroes. I like to say Negroes because black is
wouldn't
too
say
expensive.
that, but you can say that.
It's too expensive because you got Africans, you got
Fair
all
enough.
different type of. But here's the thing, though. The reality is that mass incarceration came from a place of like this hard stance on crime and the war on drugs. Which
worked.
you would argue. Well, you would arguably you should argue that like even Donald Trump and his administration saw something about that as he passed the First Step Act, right? The reality is that not everybody who's incarcerated deserves to be incarcerated. We do incarcerate people more harshly. We do have old people in prison. There's a lot of.
We should have longer prison sentences. I mean, the average rape only serves 4 years in jail.
Well, I'm talking about nonviolent offenders.
Okay,
and the reality that this is based in the war on drugs.
It's nonviolent. It depends on what they were non.
Before the 70s, it was like 20,000 women in prison. Now it's over 300,000, which is like women aren't that violent as much compared to men.
But you could do a lot of harm outside of being violent.
Well, the reality is that, but mass incarceration was not necessarily.
But let me prove it to you. Do you know only half of murders in Chicago get solved? That means half of all the murders are still walking in Chicago. Evidence we don't have enough people in prison. You might be right about some of the lesser crimes of non-violent stuff, but we actually have a over-compassion problem for violent offenders in this country.
The thing, and one of the things that I'm trying to encourage is that I'll let you know, I agree with you. I voted for Donald Trump.
Thank you. Good for you.
I believe in most everything, 90% of everything that you say.
Thank you.
I think that your
And that's
conversation
what this is all about.
Your conversation with Jordan Peterson most recently kept me, gave me this illumination about the reality that there needs to be some sort of yin yang between the sides, and that when we're in this sort of a silo here, we lose the reality that we need that revelatory space of justice that needs to happen in our society, even though we need the structure and the order. We need laws. We need people to be in prison when they're doing things wrong in society, but we also need to understand this. There's a lot of people who are in prison who probably shouldn't be. And a lot of people have been affected.
I wouldn't say a lot, but some. But
I wouldn't blame like black. All right, I wouldn't blame black people's peril to slavery or Jim Crow.
Fair enough.
I know that we were on an economic
being
decline,
honest.
and so I'm honest with that. And this is the reason why I voted for Trump, and the reason why I'm a registered Republican now.
God bless you, man.
Can I get that 47?
Yes, you, sir. Yes, you can.
Can you sign it?
Thank you. I will. I want to thank you. You have the great honor. You are the last question of what has been a historic, incredibly viral campus tour. And you were respectful. And what a great way to end. Thank you, my friend. And God bless you, Riverside.